Recording in progress.
Om Shanti. Bapdada is telling, sweet children, only the one Father tells you the truth. Therefore, only listen to the Father and not to human beings. Those who listen to the Father alone are knowledgeable. Question: what are the main signs of the soul who belong to the deity clan? They find this knowledge very good and sweet. They renounce following human dictates and begin to follow God's direction. It enters their intellect that only by following shrimat will they become elevated. This is now the most auspicious confluence age. We are the ones who have to become the most elevated beings. Om Shanti, sweetest spiritual children, may you be soul conscious. Baba gave us blessing. Renounce the consciousness of bodies and consider yourselves to be souls. You also know that Supreme Soul is only one. Brahma cannot be called Supreme Soul. You know the story of the 84 births of the Brahma. This is his final birth. I have to enter the one who has taken the complete 84 births. So, Brahma is the soul of Krishna. Krishna is the first prince of Satya. He take the birth first. They complete his 84 birth in the form of Brahma, Dada Lekraj. So, he, supreme power, take his body. I tell him that he does not know his 84 births, and I alone can tell you about them. At first, you were those deities, and now you have to make effort to become that. Rebirth begins from the first birth. The Father now says, whatever I tell you is right. Whatever else you have heard is wrong. I am called the truth, the one who speaks the truth. I come to establish the religion of truth. The Father now says, whatever I tell you is right. Whatever else you have heard is wrong. I am called the truth, the one who speaks the truth. I come to establish the religion of truth. It is said, where there is truth, the soul dances. Such the bitto nudge. That is, if you are truthful, you can dance in happiness. This dance is of knowledge. Those people portray Sri Krishna playing a flute and dancing. He is the master of the land of truth. But who made him that? Who is the one who established the land of truth? That is the land of truth, Satyug, golden age, and this Kali Yuga, iron age, is the land of falsehood. Bharat was the land of truth when it was the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan. At that time, there were no other lands. People don't know where heaven is. When a person dies, people say that He has become a resident of heaven. The Father explains that you are dangling upside down. You have become dependent on Maya. The Father has now come and is putting you the right way up. You know that it is God who gives devotees the fruit of their devotion. At this time, all are involved in devotion. All the scriptures, etc., belong to the path of devotion. Singing those songs, etc., are also part of the path of devotion. But there are no devotional songs on the path of knowledge. Why? Because with this knowledge we go to Mukti Jivan Mukti, and Mukti Jivan Mukti, first we have to go to Paramdham, the world of silence, peace. So we have to learn to be in peace. So there are no devotional songs on the path of knowledge. You know that you have to go beyond sound. You have to return home. The father says, sweet children, you must never say, oh God, right? Now we have become direct child of God. So we cannot be in such a situation, in such a state where we it comes through our mouth, oh God. That too is from the path of devotion. The path of devotion continues till the end of the Iron Age. So there is no path of devotion after this Iron Age. It ends here because Papa has come to end this. God has come to end this. Devotion brought us down. Now knowledge will make us go up. This is now the most auspicious confluence age when the Father comes and makes you into elevated beings through knowledge. You have to follow the godly direction of only the one. Whatever God tells you is right. How much anyone is powerful, how much anyone is knowledgeful, but no one is above God. No one is can cross God. So He is the truth. So when He is telling anything, should we doubt? Think that okay, there are many who can walk on fire, there are many who can fly in air, there are many who will know everything what is there in our heart and mind. Those are siddhis, but given by whom? Whom they worship and who gave them those powers? God. So when God Himself telling this is the truth, why shouldn't we believe? To experience God, first we should submit ourselves to Him. Without submission, our intellect and mind is the biggest hurdle. They won't let us get connected to Him. This is now the most auspicious confluence age when the Father comes and makes you into elevated beings through knowledge. You have to follow godly direction of only the one. Whatever God tells you is right. Papa enters a human body and tells you, you were so sensible and have now become so senseless. Once upon a time, we were so sensible when we were deities, but now we have become so senseless. You were in golden age and now have come to iron age. Those who belong here will enjoy this knowledge very much. Those who is coming from the golden age will enjoy this knowledge, will believe this knowledge. And those who belong here will find it sweet, will trust it. This Papa himself also used to read Gita. Once he found Baba, he stopped doing all of that. He had also adopted sorry, this Brahma Baba. He used to be in so much devotion. He used to read daily Gita. And once he found Shiv Baba, he stopped doing all of that. He had also adopted 11 gurus. So much of functions, gurus will happen. He will do. But after God came, everything left out. The father said, all of those gurus are of the path of devotion. They are not the guru of path of knowledge. Because there is only one guru on the path of knowledge, that is Supreme Power Himself. No one has this knowledge in this world. Only when someone listens to knowledge from me is he called knowledgeable. All the rest are devotees. Any guru in the path of knowledge cannot be called knowledgeable. They are devotees. Because the knowledge, true knowledge, makes us rise. Only shrimat is elevated. All the rest are dictates of human beings, whereas these are the God's direction. Those are the dictates of Ravan. Because of vices, vices only made them to speak those words. Obviously, if you see Ravan, he was Brahmagyani. He used to call himself Brahmagyani, if you see the scriptures. So he was also knowing so many things. But his knowledge, so only I actual what Baba told, vices are the Ravan, vices are the Maya. So this Maya also gave this knowledge that the devotion all the gurus are following. So see how many scriptures Maya Ravan made through in devotion filled through many gurus and sannyasis. Those are the dictate of Ravan, and these are the direction of God. God speaks. You are so greatly fortunate. This is why your birth at this time is like diamond. People mount a diamond in the center of a ring. In a rosary, they have a tassel at the top and then dual bead. Their names are Adam and Bibi. You would say Mama and Baba, Adi Dev, Adi Devi. See the similarity in the name. Adam and Bibi and Adi Dev and Adi Devi. The confluence age is highest of all when that kingdom is being established. It is here that you children have to become 16 celestial degree full. The Father comes to make the old world new. No one apart from you, children, knows the duration of this world. What is the duration of the world? 5,000 years. But in scriptures, it has been given lakhs and lakhs of years. But God is the biggest difference. See here itself. God is telling, no, it's just few moments, few years remaining. But scripture says many years. They say that it is hundred of thousands of years. All of those things are false. It is said Maya is false and bodies are false. The new world is true. This is the land of falsehood. It is the duty of the Father alone to make this land of falsehood into the land of truth. Father says, forget everything you have studied on the path of devotion. But Papa, Supreme Father is telling, forget everything you have studied on the path of devotion. This is your unlimited disinterest, Behad ka Vairagya. Those people simply renounce their homes and families of their world and then go away into the forest. This is also fixed in the drama. There is no question as to why they do that. This is predestined play. The Father explains to your children that such things happen. Those of all the other religions cannot go to heaven. Those of the Buddhist dynasty and Christian dynasty do not go to heaven. They come later. First of all, there is the deity dynasty, and then Abraham, Buddha, and Christ come to establish their own religion. Baba comes at the most auspicious confluence age and establishes the deity dynasty. A soul first enters a womb. That small babies then grow big, but Shiv Baba neither become big or small, nor does he take birth through womb. The Buddha soul enters someone else. The Buddhist religion did not exist previously. Buddha soul enters the body of Siddharth. He would definitely enter a person who is already here. He would definitely enter, and he would definitely enter a womb. So first he come and establish the religion by entering, incarnating into some other person who is already there. And then next birth, he will take birth through a womb. So he fallen. Only one person established the Buddhist religion, and then many other continue to follow him down, and expansion took place. Baba explaining how the religion is formed. When there are hundred and thousand of them, their kingdom then begins. There was the kingdom of Buddhists. The father explained all of them come later. They are not called gurus. There's only one guru. Those who establish their own religion and then continue to come down. The Father sent everyone up above, and they, at the end, now everyone will go above, and they continue to come down from the land of liberation one by one. You come down from land of liberation in life. In the same way, those people, supreme abode is the land of liberation, and Satyug is land of liberation in life. In the same way, so we comes to Satyug, right? Liberation in life. So in the same way, those people who come down for liberation, why should they be praised? They are directly coming from the land of liberation. Why should they be praised? This knowledge would have disappeared by that time. Now this knowledge is destroyed here itself with the Third World War. So it won't be there. The Father gives you the knowledge of liberation and salvation. He does not enter a womb. He sits in this one, in Brahma body. He does not have another name. All other beings take the name of their bodies. That one is the Supreme Soul. He is the ocean of knowledge. The souls of the original eternal deity religion first receive this knowledge because they are the one who are to receive the fruit of their devotion. So we souls who belong to deity religion are the fruit of the devotion is this knowledge. So we receive this knowledge first. You are the one who begin devotion. So devotion is also begun by we souls only. I so first temple was established by Brahma Baba soul only in Dwapar. He only first started devotion. He only established the temple of Shiva, that is Somnath temple. Before that, there is nothing. I give you alone the fruit of it. All the rest are by plots. All the other follow us. So we only they have copied. They don't even take 84 births, whoever may be, general mass or bigger sadhu sannyasis, priests, bishops, popes, anyone. They all are by plots and they don't even take 84 births. The father says, children become soul conscious. It is explained that here too you would shed one body and take another. There's no question of sorrow there. There's no question of vices there. The vices exist in the kingdom of Ravan, starting from Copper Age. That is viceless world. Satyug is viceless world. You explain to them, but they still don't believe you. According to previous cycle, those who believe you will claim a status, and those who don't believe you will not claim a status. In golden age, everyone is pure and lives in peace and happiness. All their desires are fulfilled for 21 births. There are no desires in the golden age. There you receive plenty of everything, food, etc. This Bombay did not exist at birth. Deities don't reside on salty land. Deities existed where there were sweet rivers. There were very few human beings, and each one of them had a lot of land. They depict Sudama giving a handful of rice and receiving a palace in return. So, here, now whatever we give, either through mind, through words, or through karma, through hand, we receive multi-million fold in Satyug. So people donate and perform charity in the name of God. But but is he a beggar? Papa asks. God is bestower, he is a giver. They believe that God will give them a great deal in the next birth. That's why they are giving. You give two handful and receive a great deal in the world. You spend money and open center, etc. So that everyone can receive these teachings. You spend your own wealth, and so you are the one who received the kingdom. The father says, I myself give you my introduction. No one has my introduction. I do enter the body of anyone else. I only come once when the impure world has to be changed. Always, Baba will not come down. So, he's not present in this world. He comes down only when he has to change the world. In Gita also slok is there, no? Yata yata hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharat. Then only I incarnate. I am the purifier My part is at confluence age, and so I come at my accurate part. Bhagwanavas, Shri Bhagwanavas, that he comes only at the confluence age. You can't tell when Shiva enters this one. They have given a date, time, minute for when Shri Krishna comes. You cannot tell exactly by the minutes, etc., when this one comes. You cannot tell when Shiva enters this one. They have given a date and time and minute for Shri Krishna comes. You cannot tell exactly by the minute, etc., when this one comes. Even this Brahma did not know that. It was only when he spoke this knowledge that he knew about it. There was a pull. So when God entered, there was a pull. This one had a rust on him. The soul of Brahma had rust on him. That is sins. When the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul entered this one, you were pulled and you came running. So no one came running behind Brahma. Everyone was pulled, everyone came running when Supreme Soul entered. Because Brahma's soul already was sinful. There is no attraction towards impure. There is only attraction towards purity. You were not concerned about anything else. The Father says, I am completely pure. Your souls are covered with rust. So how could can they be removed? In the drama, all souls have received their own parts. These are very deep matters. Each soul is so tiny. No one can see one except in a divine vision. The Father comes and gives each of you third eye of knowledge. You know that Father only teaches you souls on the path of devotion. They have as much knowledge as a pinch of salt in sackful of flour. For instance, God speaks is right, but then by saying that it is Sri Krishna speaks, it becomes wrong. The word Manmanabhava is fine, but they don't understand the meaning of the word constantly. Remember me alone. The word constantly remember me alone are right. This is the epoch of the Gita. Only at this time does God enter this chariot. Then they have then shown a horse chariot with Sri Krishna sitting in it. There is so much difference between this chariot of God and a horse chariot. They don't understand anything at all. This is the home of the unlimited Father. The Father gives all of you souls, you children, health, wealth, and happiness for 21 births. This is also an eternal, imperishable drama which is predestined. You cannot tell when it began. The cycle continues to turn. No one knows about this confluence age. The Father tells you that this drama is only 5,000 years. For half a cycle, there are the Sun and Moon dynasties, and then for other half that is for 2,500 years, There are all the other religions. You know that it is viceless world in the golden age. You are now claiming the kingdom of the world with the power of yoga. Christians themselves understand that someone is inspiring them, and this is why they continue to make all of those things for destruction. They say that they have made such bombs that they can destroy not just one world, but 10 such worlds. The Father says, I have come to establish heaven, but they will carry out destruction. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from Mother, Father, Bap, Dada. The spiritual father says, good morning to the spiritual children. Listen for the dharna. Have unlimited disinterest and forget everything that you have studied or heard on the path of devotion up to now. Listen to only the one Father and make yourself by following shrimat. Have unlimited disinterest and forget everything that you have studied on the path of devotion up to now. Listen to only the one Father. Make yourself elevated by following his shrimat. Just as the Father is completely pure, there is no rust on him, so you too must become pure. Each actor in the drama has an accurate path, continues to move along by understanding this deep secret. Continue to move along by understanding this deep secret. Blessing. See Baba's blessing hand on your head. May you have double attainment by having double relationship with the Father and bestow blessing and become a constantly powerful soul. All the powers are your inheritance from the Father, and your blessing are from the bestower of blessing. With this double relationship with the Father and the bestower of blessing, all of your children receive this elevated attainment at your birth. At your birth, the Father makes each of you his child and the master of all powers. Along with that, at the moment of your birth, he, as the bestower of blessing, makes you into master almighty authority and gives you the blessing of may you have all power. By receiving this double right from the one, you become constantly powerful. Slogan: to become detached from your body, become detached from your old nature and sanskars is to be bodiless. Om Shanti. Today is anniversary of our dearly beloved Dadi Janki, one who ruled over Bap Dada's heart, one who donated virtues through her life and her activities, one who played, always stayed in a bodiless stage, who protected the young as a trustee and made others a trustee too. On the 27th March 2020, Dadiji became the resident of subtle region, and below we have some of her invaluable teachings that are constantly echoing in our ears. First, in order to bless yourself, recognize the subtle ego also and finish it. Second, make your stage unshakable, immovable, so that time and thoughts are not wasted. Make your stage unshakable, immovable, so that time and thought are not wasted. Third, in order to remove the sorrow and sufferings of the world, become innocent and sweet and give sustenance like a mother. In order to remove the sorrow and suffering of the world, become innocent and sweet and give sustenance like a mother to everyone, to their sanskar. We have to become innocent and sweet and take care of them like a mother. As like a mother, ignore the weakness of their children and still care like that. We have to be towards the sorrow and suffering of the world. By thinking, speaking, and worry too much, your energy is spent. So stay in silence and accumulate energy. If we think so much, speak so much, worry so much, all our energy goes off. So more and more silence, not only from words, but also from mind. Finish thinking about others and having a vision of dislike and think of the self and of God. We have to finish our thinking about others. We will think of their behavior, the words they spoke, the situation that came, and we will have a vision of dislike. But instead of that, we have to finish these two things, thinking about others and having a vision of dislike. We just have to think of self and of God, that how I should be and I should be like my Father. In order to remain fortunate and blissful, continue to take blessings from the Baba. And Baba's blessing come only when we follow his shrimat. If we don't see others, don't think about others, have the soul conscious vision, have the uh, detachment and love for only one Baba, then we get lots of blessing from him. Serve others. Do not keep anyone mistakes in your heart. Keep your heart clean and you will be able to be restful and comfortable. In this drama and in this age, everything is destined to have even we are not perfect. So we should not keep our anyone's mistake in our heart because then it is like our heart becomes garbage. So keep your heart clean and then will be restful and peaceful, comfortable. In order to be a tapasvi, be a renunciate. Do not have any desire or any attractions. Baba says there's this everything of this world is tamopradhan. So any attraction, even if flower we are liking, the flower, the color of the flower is also for pollination, that the bee attract and more fall flowers take birth. There is male and female in plants too. Same way animals. So in subtle level, everything in this world has become tamopradhan with negative energy. So we have to leave all attraction, even the taste, everything. So, and no, don't have any desire that, okay, the maximum thing which everyone used to ask is God. God, I want to get you. And once we got it, we should renunciate all other things from the mind. Then only we can do the tapasya, we can make the effort. In order to make your stage elevated, continue to have the incognito practice of staying in remembrance. Do not have the habit of speaking or listening to ordinary things. Introvertness. Inside, our mind. Continuous pilgrimage of remembrance. A continuous remembrance of Baba should stay. Outside whatever is happening, we should not get involved in those things and speak about it with your satoguni drishti and attitude, and with your satoguni interaction. Bring your perfection close. Our drishti should be satoguni, should not see fault in others. Our attitude should also be of soul brothers. And with that, if we make an interaction, we'll be close to our perfection. Be introverted, and all the eight powers, as your friends, will become your companion and operative. If we are introvert, antarmukh, then we will have all the eight powers working with us. And be cooperative. Sometimes we say we cannot tolerate. If we are introverted, this all powers we can use. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.